Well, for those of you that aren't familiar with Monday motivation, what we do is every Monday morning, we have parang a motivational message to just to start the week right. We want to make sure that we start our work week right. We want to have something to bring with us throughout the rest of the week, for us to motivate us and to remind us of what we need to do. So today we're talking about how to deal with failure. How to deal with failure. I think tayo naman lahat, but we've gone through failure, right? Have you gone through failure before? Have you failed in something before? Ako, mga exam dati, di ba? I failed in mga school exam or maybe your failure is you got rejected sa client, di ba? Pwede din yun, di ba? There are so many there are so many situations na yun we've experienced failure, di ba? Have you guys experienced failure? Just say yes in the comment section if you've experienced failure before. Or baka perfect kayo, di ba? Wala namang failure. Wala namang perfect, di ba? So, I think we've all experienced failure in the past. Hello, Janine. Good morning. Hello, Nene from Pampanga. Hello, Dawn. Jules. Hello, Janice. Hello. Anna Lou. Belle from Iloilo. Nayla, hello, good morning. Yes, 'di ba? Vanessa experienced failure. Sino pa ba? Si Katarina. Oh, you've experienced failure din, 'di ba? We've experienced failure before. Good morning, Jill. Oh, yes, many times, 'di ba? We've experienced failure. And if we think about failure, 'di ba? Failure, it's often seen as the worst situation that you can encounter. 'Di ba? It's the worst scenario you can be in, 'di ba? And when we're experiencing failure, diba? Diba, of course, we know that we should be embracing failure, we should be using it as a learning and growth opportunity. Pero when we experience failure, the way we feel it, the way we experience it is we see it as an parang a barrier, diba? As an immovable barrier that tells us that we're not capable, that we're not good enough, that we're not, di natin kaya, diba? When we have that failure, when we have that challenge, diba? And we fail, we think, ay, di ko na kaya, diba? We think, I'm not good enough. We have that voice in our head telling us that, right? Uh, we all have bad days, diba? We'll have bad days, we'll have bad weeks. And sometimes, parang mali lahat, diba? Nothing seems to be going right, diba? One thing after another just goes wrong and wrong. We have times na we fail to achieve something that we really wanted to, diba? And it's hard to cope with it, diba? It's hard to face that situation. It's hard to get past it, diba? And we all make mistakes, diba? Sabi niyo kanina, diba? We've failed. We all make mistakes, big mistakes, small mistakes, and it's the failing sucks, right? Pero ito, diba? We know that we have to turn our failures into learning experiences, diba? To overcome them, right? So paano yun? How do we overcome these challenges? How do we overcome these barriers and use the failure, use the experience, use that emotion, and turn it to our advantage? Yeah, because we all know that we've talked about it before and you've heard it before na, oh, may failures naman tayo, pero we have to learn from them. We have to turn them into learning opportunities to make us better. But how do we do that? Sige. So here I'm going to share with you some 4 steps that can help you turn any negative experience into a positive one. And it's LARE. Lair, ano ba to? Lear. So let out your frustration, acceptance, reflect, and enhance. Okay, so these are the 4 letters LARE. Okay, so first, let out your frustration. So once you've taken some time, to walk it off, diba? We have to let our frustration out. We clear our head. Yung iba, diba? Just let out your frustration. You can scream, diba? There's that release of emotion. It's easy to say, oh, sige, just walk it off, ganun. Pero sometimes when you let out your frustration, it's a very strong, you shout, you scream, you do whatever. And once you've let out your frustration, you walk it off, you clear your head, then you begin to realize what happened. Ito yung time of reflection, diba? The initial emotional rush will diminish, and then you're able to return to focus and say, oh, bakit ko ba ginawa yun, di ba? Bakit ba nag-frustrate ko siya? Ano ba nangyari, di ba? So, what's important is after we fail, after we experience that negative emotion, we go back and think, okay, we try to focus and we accept that we failed. And it's normal. Di ba? We don't go na, ay, hindi ako, I didn't fail. Ano lang yun, di ba? We don't go in denial. Kasi denial yun, di ba? Kung sabihin mo, di pwede, hindi ako natalo, di ba? And I didn't fail. Di ba? We have to accept it. You have to accept that you failed. You have to accept that you made a mistake. You have to accept that you went through an obstacle or you faced an obstacle, that you had a setback. And part of that is also accepting that it's not your final destination. Okay, maybe you failed this time, but that's not your final destination. It's a stepping stone lang in your journey, di ba? To get where you need to be. Na when you experience those difficulties, it's okay, di ba? It's okay to feel down. It's okay to get upset. But our goal is, di ba, when you're down, you don't stay down, that you get up again, di ba? Yun ang importante. Because we always will fall down. Diba? We'll always make mistakes. Pero what's important is that we're able to accept it. Okay, I've fallen down, I've made a mistake, and be able to get up again and reflect. Diba? This is a very critical part. Na 90% of people don't reflect. Kaya nga, they keep on making the same mistakes over and over again. Ako nga minsan, keep on making the same mistake because we don't reflect. Parang, oh, kalimutan ko na yan. Diba? Kasi it's parang negative yung feeling, diba? Parang, it's traumatic sa iba. Pero what's important is we reflect. Diba? 90% of people don't reflect. It takes, take a couple of minutes to realize, okay, ano ba nangyari? Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Be honest with yourself and think, okay, what happened? Why did this happen? Um, and if we don't learn from our mistakes, kasi if we don't reflect, then we'll just keep on repeating them. And ito, even if we don't realize it, you'll keep on repeating the same mistakes na hindi ka aware, 'di ba? So, reflection is really important even though we try to avoid it kasi parang nakakatakot, 'di ba? Pero, yun, we have to reflect on it. And then lastly, enhance. So, we fail forward, 'di ba? Fail forward. So, you're fall forward, fail forward, ano ba yan? Learn from your setbacks and make the adjustment. So, you've reflected na, okay, this is what happened. This is what I can do to avoid it. This is what I need to improve on, diba? Whether it's in your learnings, diba? Maybe there's, you need to learn how to write better cover letters. Maybe you need to learn how to communicate with your client better. Maybe you need to enhance your skills in graphic design, ganun. So in the reflection part, malalaman mo yun. Hindi lang denial ka lang na, hindi, wala akong dapat i-improve. Okay na yun. And then you just do the same thing again. You make the same mistakes again, and then you end up blaming, itong mga kliyente kasi, ano nila, kuripot nila, di ba? Wala silang design. Oo, ang pangit ng mga gusto nila. You think na, tama yung designs ko. Sa kanila, pangit yung mga gusto nila, di ba? That's when you end up blaming others. Na hindi mo makita na you have something to improve in yourself. When you don't reflect, you'll think, ay, pangit na mga gusto nila, di ba? Bakit ayaw nila sa design ko? Ang ganda-ganda ng design ko. Sila yung mali, di ba? That's what we think a lot of times when we don't reflect, when we don't think on ourselves and try to see how we can improve, di ba? And then we enhance. Enhancing is making that application. By failing forward, making those adjustments, and changing our thinking na, itong kliyente, they don't have any taste. Sabi mo, bakit ba ganito? Di ba? What can I change so that I can better be of better service to my clients? Parang ganun, di ba? So that's when we reflect and we enhance, we make those adjustments. All right. So, okay, so yun ang 4 steps. I hope you guys learned something. Did you guys learn something from those 4 steps ba? LARE? Ano? Ay, ano ba yung meaning na, sige. Sino bang ng notes dito? Sino bang may photogenic memory dito na alam yung LARE? Sige, type nyo. May prize kayo. Bigyan kayo ng like dito sa comments nyo. Sige, yun ang prize nyo ah. Malaking prize na yun. Sige, who remembers what LARE stands for? May star kayo. All right, so yun, I hope you guys learned something from this. Diba? When we deal with failure na, we don't just, forget it. We don't just let it set us back, pero we learn from it. We're able to move on from it. Diba? So every change we make, every person we meet, and every bit of information we absorb, it comes together so that we can create a different outcome next time. Okay, when we face a similar challenge, we it becomes better. Because there will always be obstacles, diba? But what's important is how we choose to handle them. We can't blame the obstacles. Di pwede yun na, ay, sila kasi, ganun. Ganito kasi. Because what matters is what you do, not what other people do, not what situations come up. What matters is how we face them. Diba? Because there will always be obstacles. There will always be people who will act a certain way. Pero it's up to us on how we approach it, how we approach the situation, and how we deal with them. Diba? We have to be able to make those adjustments. And that's our responsibility. Diba? If we think na yung ibang tao, di ba, they don't make adjustments. That's their problem. Pero tayo, we make our own adjustments because we want to be better in the next challenges that we face, di ba? Oo. Uy, si Vanessa nag-notes, learn, accept, reflect. Ay, hindi. Kulang ng isa. Kulang ng, enhance. Ayun, ayun. Oh, bigyan ko ng like. Ayun. Oh, may price ka na. May like ka na. Very good, very good. Um, all right, so I hope you learned something from this. Ito pala. So the challenges that we face, they may block our vision temporarily, but if we persevere, then we can discover opportunities. Diba? When we get past those challenges, we can see, oh, ang daming opportunities dito. And as we get more efficient, as we get better in realizing what we need to improve on and being able to reflect, being able to enhance, we enable ourselves to see yung positive side in even the toughest situations, even the most challenging situations we face. We'll be able to see the positive side. Practice lang yun, you know. When we face challenges, we learn, we accept, L pala is learn. Hindi naman, it's not learn. Oh. So wala, tanggalin ko yung like ni Vanessa. Sorry. Ito si Evangeline pala. Oh, ito yung tama. L is let out your frustration. After we let out our frustration, we accept, we reflect, and we enhance. Diba? We do it with the smaller challenges. We can do them in the bigger challenges and the tougher situations. So don't be afraid to fail. Instead of parang avoiding failure, we can face failure. We can face setbacks. We can face difficulties. Pero what's important is we learn from them and we start again. Okay? Because without pain, diba, without facing those challenges, we might not have been able to see something better. We might not be able to get those opportunities that are there once we get past those initial challenges. Yeah. Life is a game, diba? And failing is just part of that if we want to win. The most important thing is our willingness to keep trying, to keep layering, Lare, and keep letting out the frustration, accepting, reflecting, and enhancing. All right, so the commitment for today, this is a commitment that you can make in the comment section. I will learn from my mistakes so that I can try again even better. You can change that to whatever you think is appropriate. Pero diba, what we're talking about is learning from mistakes, getting better in the challenges that we face every single day. Okay, so just some reminders. Later at 6 p.m. we have Flip Chat and Chill. I think I might be joining this because Phoenix is absent, so I might be joining this later. Later at 6 p.m., the topic is must-have skills to become a fully booked virtual assistant. Okay, that's later at 6 p.m. On Wednesday, we have an interview with Rachel Ramos. She's going to be talking about how she's a full-time mom and how she revived her career in freelancing. She stopped working, she became a full-time mom, and she was able to revive her career with freelancing. That's with Rachel Ramos this Wednesday at 5 p.m. All right, so type this in the comment section if this is something that resonated with you, and you can also share this with others. Hit that share button. I will learn from my mistakes so that I can try again even better. Parang that can be improved. Sige, so however you want to write it. Okay, let me go back to the comments over here. Rodel, Nene, yes, yes. Good morning, Jenlyn, Bay, Vanessa, PJ, Tere, Jane, Alma, Evangeline, Eileen. Then I take it as a challenge. Um, PJ, nag-usap pala si PJ and si Isabel dito. Vivian. Um, yes, okay. Friends, you're welcome. Hello, Dalit. Okay, Isabel, I will learn from mistakes so I can try again even better. Dalit, I will learn again from my mistakes. Oh, Crease, okay, I will learn from mistakes so I can try even try again even better. Ang haba, no? Para we can however you want to phrase it, as long as the idea is there, you can type it in the comment section, especially if this is something that you think will help you. Diba? So, did this if it's something that you think will help you, just type it in the comment section, type it as a commitment. And I hope this will you can bring this every day with you because we face challenges, we face difficulties, we face failures every single day actually. So in as we go on with our week, hopefully this can help you out. And even in the coming weeks, this can help you out as well because we'll always have those challenges all the time. All right. Thank you so much for staying. Even if you're watching the replay, you can still make the commitment. And don't forget to share this with others as well. Thank you so much for staying on and have a great rest of the week. Bye bye.